I guess what inspired us to do this was Mr. Campbell's writing assignment
to work with partners.
Yeah.
And I originally started it off, and when I had decided to make it about a cat, like living in a neighborhood, but when I passed it on to Lucky, Catherine, she made it about a boy, and I was like, I didn't see that one coming, but...
And I actually never even thought about a cat when I read it. What I was thinking was like, itty bitty baby kid. So that's why I took it to a kid point of view, and I never have actually written in that kind of point of view before. I'm usually first person point of view, or I don't do a whole lot of dialogue and stuff, so it was kind of hard for me when we first started out, and I wasn't really sure where to take it, so I just kind of jumped in and elaborated a little more on the Stoop, hoping that she would take care of more of the character position.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty easy, too, because it's like a little kid, their thought process is like all over the place, and it was pretty fun to imitate.
Yeah, and so then I did not see getting hit by a car though. that came out of nowhere. I'm not really sure where that came from, other than we needed a climax in the story.
I was pretty happy that you got that. Like, it was pretty ambiguous too.
Yeah, so I thought, I think we worked well together.
Yeah.
I wasn't, when Jenny and I first got paired together, like, I love Jenny, but our writing styles I've always thought was a lot different, and so I was really happy when Mr. Campbell told us that it seemed pretty seamless.
We basically just did it over Google Docs, and we basically went back and forth. The chunk size was about 2 paragraphs, and I did 2, and she did 2.
And yeah, so I guess collaboration-wise, we talked on Google Docs chat, but like we didn't really sit down and plan anything out other than how much we were going to write, and I don't even think we really talked about what was going on in the story.
We weren't supposed to anyway.
We just kind of, she gave me what she wrote, and then, I worked with it, and then I wrote back at her, so
yeah.
It wasn't really difficult. Like, we didn't really run into any problems, and
like other people had like trouble getting it to each other, and we were just like, Google Docs, hey, I'm gonna go eat dinner, hey, I'm back. I guess we did sort of collaborate on the time we would get on.
Yeah, because I got her number before, and so I was like, okay, I'm getting on.
We were like, hey, let's be on by 4:30.
And then, so we got on, and we finished it.
If I wanted it to be like from the cat's point of view, it definitely went different there, but it turned out really good.
It was Jenny's story. Like, she started it, so I didn't really have an opinion on where it was going. I was just kind of letting her lead me through that one, and so, but I was really happy with the way it turned out.
It was pretty smooth.
Yeah, other than, me talking to the computer screen. I was like, what are you doing, Jenny? But, no, I thought it went really well. We didn't really have any, like, mishaps or anything like that. I thought our ending was really cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually expecting Jenny to ask for it to be the ending, but stopping it where we did, I thought was really interesting, because it left it very ambiguous.
I was just like, that's a good ending right there, and so I was like, I'm not even going to touch it.
I decided to do the print because it went with my theme of life, and it's supposed to symbolize a lighted life. Like, life is all jumbled up, but there's a light at the end and there's a small light bulb on top. I learned how to make prints with metal etching. I'd never done it before. The process is you have a little metal slab and you draw into it, and then you put it in acid, and the worn out parts, like where you drew, wears out, and then you can wipe off the latex over it, and you wipe that off. The etching part, I wasn't sure if they were all going to come out, like the small details, because you had to like draw it into the metal. The stuff we put it in, like the liquid that you have to put it in for the metal to like dense up, it smells really bad, and it burnt my hand on it. Or it like made my skin really weird.